Guys, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. We're at the beginning of the Trust DLC. I didn't have a save, so I'm just going to start it over again. Anyway, I thought it might save, but it didn't save, so it's like, whatever. Okay, everyone, the Literature Club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I missed the big club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? Feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the Literature Club. In the days that passed, all her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Sometimes as one of her flyers have lines. Do you like literature? Maybe nobody studied literature enough to pick it. And then over their other love interests. Just really, why are people liking literature? I need to sell them on a vision, but what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought, before she realizes that the recent nights of staying up start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is so soothing. Hello? It's here. My voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is. Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is the Literature Club. This is the Literature Club. Yay, I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was no professional of me to do that. Don't apologize, I do that all the time. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody, really, just you. But we're getting more members. I'm really working hard. Hold on a second. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me in a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this, I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few members at least? Oh no, I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? Let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. Nothing else I'm good at. So honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica? That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up, but you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with new ideas for Fruit Club members. I can do that. Oh, and I think I need to put some more thought to my vision into the club, you know, like on a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Mary suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug and let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, like whispers loudly. Hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy? Monica laughs, although Sayori is very different from her. Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she's finally found another club member, but, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to think really hard tonight about going to get more people. Yeah, me too. The day passes and time comes for the literature club. Monica and Sayori to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already, and Sayori changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. And I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And Sayori's springs to Monica and deposits the sheets onto Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Take my hand, take me forward, take me into your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps, so I can't look back. My footprints climb the stairs ahead of me. While I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can bend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. You can think thrust to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand forward, take me into your dreamland. Hey, this is really good. You're up to Sayori? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper written on the other side. There's a list of ideas for recruiting new members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. And I'm curious, do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as you are. Really, I am actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week later after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know, it's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Aw, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. You need to, set a good example or whatever. I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? Sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But we can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me, well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in future. I'd love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. You want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain stormed so hard. It's like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Hey, let's take a look at the list. Hey, cupcake. I was hungry, but it was a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. When we have the chance to get people cupcakes, when they come to the club. What if we only had free cupcakes on the flyer? I'm kind of worried that I'm bringing the wrong kinds of people, Wrong kinds? People would come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Nobody would do that. That would be mean. But I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see. Next thing on the list is hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Going around the school and finding people who are reading books, in the morning or during lunch, and we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they're just reading for fun? I don't know, we could just ask them. And then maybe bother people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize, you're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is sticking up flyers, rather than just put them up on the wall. I definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people handing them out? I don't want to be just like. I don't want to be like. Join the literature club. Let's figure out how we better engage people. What if you tell them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, so Ari, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who gets getting the flyer. How would you react to the idea of the literature club? I'm really literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. She was thinking of me. Okay, what if I said we like do group reading and discuss it together? I would probably nap through that. That's you, Saber. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to catch their interest, you know? This sucks. Why is it so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Saber? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day talking to your friends. We all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know. It's like intimate. Yeah. Do we get this across to people? Express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rushed, but you weren't. Never mind. Did you want to get your stuff done? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sorry, dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No, write your heart out. You know, into your heart. Right the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart. No, that's lame. Monica, you startled me. Sorry. That's something important. On my way to the classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure it's not? She's not just doing homework. I can tell she was really into it. I'm gonna guess it's Sayori. I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of the flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayori leading the way. This way, you don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom and lowers her voice to a whisper. See? And here. Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there is a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and enters the classroom. Step. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. I kind of just left a flyer on her desk and then walked out. It's kind of cute, but I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the classroom. Ari feeling rather accomplished and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kinds of recruitment tactics from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two in a better spot than where they began. Well, I would say Day was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori appears on a sheet of paper Monica was plotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself, join the literature club right the way into your heart. That's so cute. I thought it was a little overdramatic. But Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know, I feel like I can tell from talking to you today, it seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want it to go. And it's like, you can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me to try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. With this literature club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it, but it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that division. What's division? It's Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to. Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori wraps her fingers against the sheet of paper right the way into your heart. I think what we're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of, if anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really going. We gotta make this the best club ever. Tori nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. The only movement in the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home. You tell me you're the president. Ha ha ha. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can't wait. I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the clubroom. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared on the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most? I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion, something that I could use to help lead people into happiness. Literature is the key to do that. Besides, it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in, the person who's forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy as a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grow just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment. Yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more, I need more, I need more happy. Pluck, 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 every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, crossing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barrenless strand. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that is why I've decided I must become the flower. What the? Wait. Sayori? Looks like we finished Trust Part 1. Yes. Don't know how long these are, so. Nearly day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be in the center of attention? Sayori is going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her cover me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the classroom with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica, is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours, Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens, though the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look at each other. Look out for each other. I like how my Coco just sits next to me and just looks at me and listens to me. It's like she's listening to the story. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. So heavy, Coco. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but it is unfair as it is for Monica to pry. It's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. Sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay, I understand, and that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses. Collect her thoughts. This is Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for when you need it. We want to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns a smile. Promise. Me too. As this conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? What about recruitment? It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. Right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. I'm not an expert much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're going to have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. Get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a college where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about words. Actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper Just start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. Ha ha ha, I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. The point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want to be. Haha. But I was just. Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, you idiot. She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I didn't, like, that exact thing anyway. And this is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. I mean, but you, also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. After a while, with various guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to fairly look fairly lively, perhaps paired with all of her random thoughts. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel like I'm so tense looking at this. I hate it, but it's also kind of liberating. Feel how hard you trying. It makes me so happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Haha. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to really hard at it. But I think it's something that I enjoy doing with you. Sorry, beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. Don't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Siri proceed with their luck. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to skip. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they began to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Is that in the trust? No. More trust. Another day passes as usual. Monica is the first one to the club room with her printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sarah came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flower. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? Its literature club is truly beginning to take form, but with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only become heavier. The debate club was always about rigid structure, eliminating straight at all right points and counterpoints, and delivering with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen, firmly grins the paper. But her head does not move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her fingers across it. As she does, so the black ink smears across the paper, ruining uh, Monica's canvas. Ugh. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica, just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection, a stain. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down at the desk. Whenever she was talking about the air conditioner seems louder today. Whenever she was talking about how you just leave your pen there. Yeah. I'm here. Hi, Monica's here. Sayori approached the desk, then stopped for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. You too. The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard just to be vulnerable. Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me if anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sayori, this is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes off. I can do it, and you can too, because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I am scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this, where Monica's only futile but genuine efforts have actually the push that Sayori needed. Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in the gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? I know that feeling. I never tell anyone about these kind of thoughts I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone be happy. Else be happy. That's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Ari pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me, and letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Ari pauses again, her solemn expression making her almost look like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. Another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was the right for me to do. Especially if you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only two people, but it already means so much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. If nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy if you'd like. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monika's shoulder. Through their contact, Monika can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monika realizes that all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything, I'll never judge you, I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she's never once dared say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. She presses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away and make you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monika becomes determined to keep her own. Feeling wants to be what Sayori needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. Just being your friend, Monika offers a few words of comfort. But she knows Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are the ones that don't belong. And Monika can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them like a good friend would do. You have so much value to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could ever happen. Even if we would never get other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought us happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monika feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monika letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. I'm here whenever you need me. By any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. And that makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course, it will be your choice, always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy, Monika smiles, but I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door ceases the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway and then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. I'm missing it to Yuri. Oh, understanding. Wait, we're not. I wonder if we're gonna see Nasuki coming too. Wait, sorry, and friendship. I mean to get all 6 stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes. And so there's supposed to be 6. Well, I don't want to play. I don't want to play through DDLC again. Although I did enjoy it, I feel good for defeating it. So, the club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monika and Sayori to turn their heads. I think this shows how Sayori came to the group, and then this one shows how Yuri came to the group, and the other one would show how Nasuki came to the group. The door opens halfway and then stops. A face peeks inside, a face that seems familiar. Yes, it is Yuri. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her, it's the girl. It's true, the girl standing in the doorway is no other than the girl Sayori had came across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come in. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Lori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monica. This is Sayori. We run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but what's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh, do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yori. I'm Sayori, and this is Monica. Sayori, nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Like books? Yori looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes, have you heard of Endel Dubuque? I can't say I have. Oh well, she's my favorite author. I'm on the 5th book and it's just... Yori grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books, wouldn't mind. We're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yori taking control of this conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, slightly asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yori quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll get them for you. Oh. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on the table. True, okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori slightly exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. That's probably just like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'd be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is our only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. Excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. Because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck is kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. Just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yori feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Yori lowers her voice. I'm probably going to end up crying. I'm gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the daunting, chunky book Yori left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yori's return. I'm back! Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. This is Sayori feared the book Yori brought for her is just about in equal in size to the one already on Yori's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before you can get started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over these would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. I nervously interject. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. I think, like, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori, while Yori isn't looking. Oh. Okay. Yori sits down and then looks at her book and glances around the room, showing no indication that he has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club. That's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because she glances over at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Mary's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. So stupid. I get too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was. Well, I decided that it was probably irrational. Wait, this was totally my fault. I felt bad for interrupting you, that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Excels in relief. I always seem to interrupt things at the worst possible scenario. Interpret things at the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I really have a hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came to at the right time. That makes me so happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Just things you think are dumb. Sorry, pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, like, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry or boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends. But I put them off last minute. So yeah, there's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just stuff you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess it's meant nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm going to start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now. I am not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. I'm sorry, Yuri. Interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful, just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do. If you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica climbing in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for the day. So are you two going to be starting on that book next club meeting? That's the plan. I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yori collects her things. Once packed, Yori wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yori exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I don't do anything, I just talk. Still, besides, it really lifted my mood. Feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Geez, I kind of feel short. Another school date, and swallowing her anxiety, Yori makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yori silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sorry, tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri was talking about. Well, I mean the way I get overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so you could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read. Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested, but if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncontrollable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity, that would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? Exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Yuri pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. Aha, it's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh right, should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? It's useful to draw things sometimes like maps, timelines, family trees, or just taking notes. Notes? Yes, an effective strategy. Exactly, I'm sure that'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Yuri's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. At thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best if she did. I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you, you're like super smart. Oh please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and a light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Really, I am awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. Though in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No, Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri. You're such a sweetheart, and you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Hehe, okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on with their planned activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world our story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of the magic, the more questions Yuri seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri undoubtedly guides her through in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It became evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like exact opposite of the kind of writing I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? This is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. So you're into poetry? I think that there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way. Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding, but I'm kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two then them begin to read. And then silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, it's in the context. It essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows more tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expression had been revised by Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? We're right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Brandis is having. But they don't really tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. Her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay, Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she had gotten through so far. So what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing so well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. And I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best so I can see the way you do. The reflection in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue this tomorrow, right? Yuri passes, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But, I'm sorry. Wait, Silver, for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if I want to make another video. Silver is left alone with her words.